low 76. Chance of rain, 60%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Under the roof of a home or business, damage can happen. When it does, turn to the specialists who put help in the palm of your hand. The Ready App and emergency response plans from 1-800-SERVPRO, like it never even happened.
Sweeten any moment with soft, fruity, chewy Fruit Vines Bites. From the Red Vines family, introducing Fruit Vines Bites. Live on the sweet side with Fruit Vines.
Shopping online is as easy as it gets. Wouldn't it be great if hiring plumbers, carpenters, and even piano tuners were just as simple? Thanks to Angie's List, now it is. We've made hiring anyone from a handyman to a dog walker as simple as a few clicks. Buy their services directly at angieslist.com. No more calling around, no more hassles. Start shopping from a list of top-rated providers today.
Angie's List is revolutionizing local service again. Visit angieslist.com today.
Sadly, Angela's gotten used to the odor her cat leaves in the couch. She no longer smells it. Yep, she's gone nose blind. We staged an intervention to help her sister break the news.
To the left. This is exactly what your house smells like.
For real?
Yes.
Oh, you are tripping. Really?
Febreze Fabric Refresher eliminates pet odors you've gone nose blind to.
Smells good.
One of the many ways Febreze helps you and your guests. Breathe happy.
The wonder of summer is that I never know what kind of adventure awaits. The days are longer and the breeze feels a little sweeter. And thanks to Volvo, I'll pay nothing for repairs or maintenance for 5 years. Nothing. They even cover my first month's payment. So I'll be happy wherever the summer takes me. The Wonder of Summer event. The 2015 Volvo S60 sedan with complimentary first month's payment, starting at $319 a month.
Sometimes the best used car on the road is the one you're still using. Firestone Complete Auto Care. Whatever you drive, drive a Firestone.
Our Name Your Price tool helps. Oh, Jamie, you got a little something on the back of your shoe there. Price tag.
Danger. Price tag. Alert. Price tag.
Hey, guys.
Price tag. Alert.
Is this normal? Well, Progressive is a price tag free zone. We let you tell us what you want to pay, and we help you find options to fit your budget.
Alert.
Where are they taking them?
Price tag. Alert.
I don't know.
This seems excessive.
Decontamination in progress.
I don't want to tell you guys your job, but...
Policies without the price tags. Now that's Progressive.
It's summer, so let's grab our co-pilots, get some wind in our hair, some sand between our paws, and co-create some adventures together. Because this week at Petco, we have thousands of items on sale, from pet food to apparel to summer toys. Plus, earn 5% back with Pals Rewards. Make this summer one to remember. Petco, the power of together.
Let's go Emerald Coasting. Visit Destin, Fort Walton Beach, Okaloosa Island, the heart of Florida's Emerald Coast.
Hey, good morning or good night, Los Angeles. I don't know, that pavement looks a little damp. Could it be? Was it rain? Was that water coming out of the sky? Well, in some spots it was. It wasn't much, but we did see some rain come in. Usually I would say when in drought, leave it out. But we did see those showers come through. There's more showers. Stay tuned. I'm going to show you a little radar here in a couple of seconds. But through Tuesday, we're going to keep scattered showers and thunder showers around the forecast. They'll move away from Southern California, but through the Four Corners area, and especially into Colorado, New Mexico, and northern Nevada, we'll see a pretty good scattering of showers and storms. So the drought monitor, though, really not showing much improvement here. Just slightly for the west as a whole, 1 percentage point from last week from 23% in extreme drought to 22%. However, check this out. Look at the numbers here for the exceptional drought in California. It's been a big story. It continues to be a big story, and it will continue to be a big story. Last week, exceptional drought, which is the highest on the drought monitor, the highest level of drought, the worst you could get, was at 36% of the state. 58% of the state now under exceptional drought. So anything is welcome. Speaking of anything, here is anything. A few light rain showers, 1/100 of an inch at LAX. Back toward Riverdale, some showers, and it's certainly good news, but it's not going to really help at all. But more showers and thunder showers in the forecast. A little thunder coming out of Nevada, a few showers out across parts of Arizona as monsoon moisture continues to work here early on a Sunday morning. Flagstaff and even on out toward Las Vegas, we do have some showers and thunder showers around. Well, didn't want to go to that one, but we do have a little wet weather also out across parts of the Midwest. Got this area of rain and thunderstorms now pushing south, getting out of southeastern Iowa and heading down past Maryville. So a pretty good cluster there as it rolls on down toward the south and the east. And we'll continue to watch this area of rain and thunderstorms as we go through the morning. Other than that, most of the Midwest actually in pretty good shape with the storms around, mainly in just isolated areas as we go through early this Sunday morning. Now, speaking of California, we're under one of the worst droughts in at least history in our memory here, which is raging parts of the state, and wine country and the Napa Valley no exception. They saw the drought coming and they scrambled to make adjustments. As Monique Soltani tells us, they're trying their hardest to make sure that we don't taste the drought in our glass.
Napa Valley closed out 2013 as the driest year on record. But will California's water worries seep into the wine that you drink? That's the question we hope to answer.
The hot topic here isn't wine ratings and reviews, it's rain.
Not idle chatter in wine country to talk about the weather. I mean, this is what we talk about.
We compare sources and we compare forecasts, and yeah, it's part of our livelihood.
With water rationing a reality for parts of the Golden State,
we really actually dodged a bullet in 2014, and we did get some rainfall at the 3 critical growing points for the grapevines, being bud break, bloom, and even at veraison. So we're actually in great shape, thank God.
Napa Valley viticulturist Amy Warnock thinks grape growers owe their gratitude to the weather gods and self-governing.
Every year we adjust our farming practices towards the weather. It's the most important factor. Grapevines use less water. We have irrigation. We haven't turned it on yet because proactively we put on 20 tons of organic food waste compost onto this vineyard knowing it was going to be a dry year. And that alone with the well-timed rains that we received, we haven't needed any irrigation so far.
Executive Director of the Napa Valley Grape Growers, Jennifer Putnam, believes restrictions, while unlikely, would leave wine regions withered.
So worst case scenario for us is regulation. Realistic worst case scenario is a very small crop. It could be amazing quality. We're not talking about quality here. We're really just talking about quantity in a drought year. 2012 and 2013 were both big crops, and so we do have supply. So I don't think that the consumer will feel it if we only have this 1 year of drought.
For the Weather Channel, I'm Monique Soltani.
All right, quickly back into that drought monitor. Check that out. 58% of the state of California under exceptional drought. Amazing. 22 points up, 22 percentage points up from last week. All right, still ahead. Tropical storm Bertha cutting across the Caribbean, and with the Bahamas now in sight, but not before slamming parts of the Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico. There's some video of what it looked like in Puerto Rico yesterday. Gusty winds and squally weather. We're going to have more on that. Plus, what else might be going on in the East Pac and a big storm, super typhoon in the Western Pacific. All that coming up next after Local on the 8th. Stay tuned.
Some question physics. Some question gravity. And some even have the audacity to question improbability. These are some of the bold new Ram commercial trucks, built to blow your imagination. Guts, glory, Ram.
Need new tires? At Pep Boys, our Tires Made Easy process matches your vehicle with the tire that's just right for you. And right now at Pep Boys, when you buy 3 select tires, you'll get the 4th tire free. Trust the boys to get you there.
I'm Creek Stewart, Weather Channel survival expert. Every Sunday night, we're taking 3 regular guys deep into the woods.
Are you serious?
Where we'll teach them not just to survive,
Show me fire,
but how to truly live.
Look at this caveman.
Show yourself what you're made of on Weather Channel Survival Sundays. At 9, it's So You Think You'd Survive. Then at 10, Fat Guys in the Woods. Premiering Sunday at 10 on the Weather Channel.
Are you ready?
Off the couch, into the weather.
Currently in our area, 80 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Today, scattered thunderstorms. High 88. Chance of rain 60%. Tonight, scattered thunderstorms. Low 76. Chance of rain 60%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Fight a war against every foul pest that haunts your home. Backed by 85 years of experience and the strongest guarantee in the business, it's not exactly a fair fight. Not here, not now, not in my house. Terminix.
Let's go emerald coasting. Visit Destin, Fort Walton Beach, Okaloosa Island, the heart of Florida's Emerald Coast.
She inspires you. No question about that. But your erectile dysfunction? That could be a question of blood flow. Cialis Tadalafil for daily use helps you be ready anytime the moment's right. You can be more confident in your ability to be ready. And the same Cialis is the only daily ED tablet approved to treat ED and symptoms of BPH, like needing to go frequently or urgently. Tell your doctor about all your medical conditions and medicines, and ask if your heart is healthy enough for sex. Do not take Cialis if you take nitrates for chest pain, as it may cause an unsafe drop in blood pressure. Do not drink alcohol in excess. Side effects may include headache, upset stomach, delayed backache, or muscle ache. To avoid long-term injury, get medical help right away for an erection lasting more than 4 hours. If you have any sudden decrease or loss in hearing or vision, or any allergic reactions like rash, hives, swelling of the lips, tongue, or throat, or difficulty breathing or swallowing, stop taking Cialis and get medical help right away. Ask your doctor about Cialis for daily use and a free 30-tablet trial.
This time of year, you just need some fertilizer with weed control and a spreader to distribute it evenly. It's not rocket horticulture.
Oh, it's not rocket grilling either, right, guys?
Getting help at Ace is like going to your neighbor.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Fruit with a cool finish. Fruit on one side, cool on the other. Icebreakers Duo, a fruity cool way to break the ice.
Waves don't care what age you are. Take them on the way you always have. Live healthy and take one.
What's wrong with my hair?
Everything.
It's like a disaster.
It's always too high.
There's some girth there. It's meaty. Your hair is not meaty. It's meaty. Shave it off to like the sides.
Can't shave his head. He's got a peanut-shaped head.
The Sorrentinos, Tuesdays at 10/9 Central, only on TVGN.
H.H. Gregg Appliances and Electronics now has furniture, fitness equipment, and more.
Bytes per second. In no time, the stump is completely gone. All that's left behind is a pile of wood chips. Get behind the power of a DR stump grinder to rid your property of tree stumps forever.
Call 1-800-796-9073 for a free buyer's guide and DVD. Learn how you can try a DR stump grinder at home for 6 months. Savings of up to $400 and free shipping are now in effect. This offer won't last, so call 1-800-796-9073. Online at drstumpgrinder.com.
Mondays, only the Weather Channel takes you this far.
Inside a Hurricane. Hurricane 360, premiering August 18th at 9 on the Weather Channel.
All right, this is a live shot in San Juan, Puerto Rico of, well, a little bit of rain shower activity. Most of the impacts from Bertha now well away from the area. Some areas, though, on the island, 5 to 7 inches of rainfall. We're going to continue to cover this as we head through the morning of where Bertha is moving and how many inches of rain may fall, but several inches in parts of Puerto Rico. This is what it looked like in the U.S. Virgin Islands yesterday. Progressed along St. John and now taking aim on eastern parts of the Dominican Republic. Some heavy rainfall yesterday. You can see the wind here in the U.S. Virgin Islands, kind of whipping around, but lounges staying in place unless they're tied down. It looks like fared okay considering we had a tropical storm. And let's get into the latest. This as of the 5 a.m. advisory with a tropical storm Bertha, 45-mile-per-hour maximum sustained winds. Pressure up from the previous advisory, 4 millibars. So that would mean weakening, or at least not as well of an organized system. The winds did stay the same, though, 40 miles south of the Grand Turk Island, but it is still forecast to strengthen. And strengthen maybe to a minimal hurricane by Wednesday morning, Category 1 hurricane, but also U.S. mainland should not be impacted. I don't even know if we're going to kick up the surf all that high, but we'll keep an eye on if there are going to be any changes. This would be the place you want to get them, right? So winds 45, moving on off to the northwest at 21 miles per hour and starting to move away from previously mentioned Dominican Republic. But tropical storm warnings stay in place. Turks and Caicos warnings, Bahamas. Tropical storm watches, meaning tropical storm conditions on the way. Now, if we look at the infrared satellite picture, this actually shows us where the higher, colder cloud tops are, better vertical development, bigger, taller thunderstorms, and that's what you need to get a stronger system. And you need them to go around a center of low pressure, but that's really not happening. I mean, the center of the low pressure is probably somewhere in this mess, and that's really what it is. Got some storms here getting ready to go into the Turks and Caicos, some off to the east, and most of the storms, most of the time through this event and this system have been on to the east. And most of the showers moving away from the Dominican Republic and out over the open water here. Even Puerto Rico, you're out of most of the rainfall. Another area to watch, though, in the Atlantic, is kind of interesting. It's a 10% chance of possible development here with this cluster of thunderstorms, but some guidance actually trying to take Bertha off to the northwest and absorb in this moisture. So these two systems may combine potentially as one. But either way, at this point, doesn't look like major impacts, if any, to the U.S. mainland. Rest of the tropical Atlantic, Gulf of Mexico, good. Caribbean, Jamaica, all looking good also. Central Atlantic, which now, as we're into August and get towards September and reach the peak of the hurricane season, we'll start watching a little more closely for the Cape Verde season to begin. There are some waves out here. There's more out across the coast or out across Africa, and we'll keep an eye on those over the next couple of days. So Bertha in that area to watch in the Atlantic, Tropical Depression Genevieve and Hurricane Azelle, and another invest area in the East Pac. Hurricane Azelle first, though. It's going to roll on off toward the west and possibly now affect the islands of Hawaii. As yesterday we thought it'd go south, and now as we go through the week, a weakening system, but a tropical storm may have its eyes on Honolulu as we look ahead toward the middle of the week. And the infrared satellite picture showing cold cloud tops wrapping around now. What looks like an eye starting to form here. This is Azelle, and it looks like it's starting to get stronger, and it looks like it will. Tropical depression Genevieve continuing to roll on off toward the west and continuing to weaken as it rolls well south of the islands of Hawaii and well away and out over open water. But it looks like as we get into super typhoon territory here in the Western Pacific, this is Halong. You can see Okinawa up to the top of the screen there, and at the top of the screen is an area that could be impacted as Halong heads on off toward the north and may actually make a run at the island of Japan and maybe Okinawa. It will weaken, although a super typhoon now, it still could be an equivalent to a Category 3 storm as it heads toward Japan. We'll keep an eye on that. Another stormy day for the Northeast, and just as drivers and race fans are gearing up for the Pocono 400. But a new technology could help dry the track and get drivers back in their cars after all the rain. We'll tell you all about it coming up next.
Currently in our area, 80 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Today, scattered thunderstorms. High 88. Chance of rain 60%. Tonight, scattered thunderstorms. Low 76. Chance of rain 60%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Now let's play Where Are We? Well, we're out across Puerto Rico here. Tropical Storm Bertha impacting that area. It's now rippling across parts of the Caribbean, hitting the Virgin Islands, and did skim Puerto Rico. We're tracking it closely and when it could affect our weather at home. Plus, a lot of this, rain boots, jackets, umbrellas. We need to keep those handy as storms continue to move across the Northeast near Washington, D.C., Buffalo, and New York City. Who's in the zone for the most rain as you start your work week? Live on Weather Center right now. Good morning. Welcome to Weather Center Live. I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic, and a lot going on. We've got some tropical activity, Bertha, to talk about, storming in the Northeast, and we've got some storms out across the Southeast. So let's just show you our top weather stories. We're in front, and those weather stories are Tropical Storm Bertha. Northeast rain continuing, stormy in the Southeast, and in pictures, here's Bertha turning away from the U.S. coast, the East Coast, but potentially strengthening. I'll show you how strong it may get in a couple of seconds. And so far, more miss than hit with rain and thunderstorms in the east, but cool temperatures below normal and starting to get closer to or above normal over the next few days in the Southeast, but still some pretty good frog stranglers out there in spots, though, as some heavy rains coming down in some parts of the southeastern U.S. We are going to first cover kind of our lead story here, and it is Tropical Storm Bertha. San Juan, Puerto Rico right now, here's what it looks like. Bertha up to 5 inches of rain dumped. That's where some of the estimates were. You can see kind of calm now. Most of the impacts now, if not all of them, have moved away. But Bertha still is a tropical storm, and we're going to continue to monitor it as it takes aim now areas north of the Dominican Republic. So the latest on Tropical Storm Bertha. 45-mile-per-hour storm. This is the latest advisory, so still at 5 a.m. a 45-mile-per-hour, I'll say disorganized tropical storm moving northwest at 21 miles an hour and away from the Dominican and Puerto Rico. And the intensity forecast here is for Bertha to become maybe a Category 1 hurricane by early Wednesday morning. Looky there, 75-mile-per-hour Category 1 hurricane. But as you can see, the U.S. East Coast here, no impacts expected. That's great news. So if you have beach plans for the week, keep them. At this point, we don't see anything to make this thing make any further trek toward the west. They fluctuate a bit, but still, it looks like we'll give the clear call for the East Coast, at least for now. And things could always change, but we don't think so. Very disorganized, right? I mean, this really just looks like clusters of thunderstorms with not much organization. Really, that's what it is. There's a low-pressure center somewhere in here, but it's tough to find with all the clouds and even the higher, colder cloud tops and the colorized satellite picture covering it up. So as we see, most of the rain out of the Dominican and Puerto Rico right now, but still tropical storm warnings in effect. Eastern Dominican Republic, Turks and Caicos. So if you are going to see tropical storm conditions, they're either occurring now or they will be here pretty quickly in the Turks and Caicos. And through the Bahamas, the watch means pretty soon, maybe within 24 hours, tropical storm conditions, winds gusting over 40 miles per hour and kind of squally weather. I think that's how we could say it, where it's calm and then you get this squall come through and the wind blows and the trees go side. I don't think we're going to see much in the way of damage, so to say. And our forecast models actually been doing a great job with Bertha. Intensity forecast usually not as good as the track forecast, and the track forecast has been very good, and most models have been agreeing that Bertha would go northwest and eventually make a turn on off toward the north and then toward the northeast, and that's been happening. And it looks like it's going to continue to happen as all of our guidance in fairly good agreement. It does stray a little bit here, but there's nothing right now that takes it out across and makes any impact toward the U.S. East Coast. Now, speaking of the East Coast, let's go to one of our more popular tower cams here, at least in our opinion. Capitol building there in Washington, D.C. Starting to brighten up, but it looks like a lot of cloud around. And with clouds, in most cases, you usually get rain, right? Precipitation and storms coming in through the northeast and the mid-Atlantic. Showers, thunderstorms in the forecast as we head on through, not only tail end of the weekend, but into early next week. So that's what it looks like in print. Now let's see what it looks like in color. Showers, thunderstorms around. Could include the Pocono Raceway today for the GoBowling.com 400. Doesn't mean it rains all day, but shower storms may try to get going during the race. I don't think there's going to be hours and hours of rain to cancel the race, but maybe some delays, and they'll have to get some of those blowers out on the track that our very own Regan Medji was reporting about. I don't know if she's sticking around for the race today. I hope she is. That'd be fun. And you can see the moisture coming in from the water vapor. Highest moisture content out across the Carolinas. This upper level low, though, may help enhance precipitation just a little bit as we get into the afternoon. Right now, most of our rain across the eastern half of New Jersey, heading toward New York City and Long Island. Heavier showers off the coast and some batches of showers around through parts of Pennsylvania and New York State. So heavier rain, Garden State Parkway, that's what GSP means. And Atlantic City, some heavier showers starting to move on in. New York City, not yet, at least with the steadier rain, but it's close now. You can almost smell it, right? Smell the rain coming on in, coming out of northeastern Jersey and across the 5 boroughs here pretty soon. So I'd say rain gear this morning heading out to Sunday service. You may want to grab the rain boots too. Punxsutawney in Pennsylvania, some showers getting ready to move through. Also to your east, we do have some rain showers that are getting ready to move through parts of southern New York State out near Buffalo. And most of the rain showers now around Norfolk and Elizabeth City are heading out across the Atlantic Ocean. But it's staying damp here. On and off showers and thunder showers. Got this one concentration of showers in western Pennsylvania, but for the most part today, tomorrow, our coverage is probably going to be less than 50% of this area, even less tomorrow, and then maybe back to Tuesday with the showers and storms in the forecast. So Burlington, Albany, Boston, chances of rain, but you know, we put that map on there. We use all that green, and everybody kind of says, "Oh, you said it was going to rain." Well, it's not. It's not what it means. It means that's where the best chance for some storms is going to be. And the stormy weather keeps coming, and it's coming today. We are going to be tracking another batch of rain and thunderstorms in the south. Find out when showers could move into your area. And that's going to be today, and what you can expect for the start of the work week. Plus, loggerhead turtles are already an endangered species, but they face a new threat from climate, and that's climate change. We'll have more on that coming up next.
In the nation, the safest feature in your car is you. Add Vanishing Deductible from Nationwide Insurance and get $100 off for every year of safe driving, which for you shouldn't be a problem. Just another way we put members first, because we don't have shareholders. Join the nation.
Nationwide is on your side.
Let's tackle all this with a splash of style. Let's go where they know what matters. Let's do modest budget. Major makeover. Let's do we've got this. And a whole lot of look what we did. Then let's sit back and enjoy the view. Let's do this. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. For a limited time, shop our newest vanities starting at just $189.
There once was a hungry road that ate up tires, wearing down the tread and wearing out safety, leaving worried drivers with no choice but to buy new ones. Then along came the Michelin Man who proved the right tire changes everything, putting those drivers back on the road with safety that lasts. Find the right tire for you at MichelinMan.com. Michelin, a better way forward.
Right out of there! You aren't even on the deck! I'm the captain of this boat, and I feel like whatever orders I give have been ignored. You're terminated. We will not be back next season.
Catch the season finale of Catching Hell tonight at 9, only on the Weather Channel.
Currently in our area, 80 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Today, scattered thunderstorms. High 88. Chance of rain 60%. Tonight, scattered thunderstorms. Low 76. Chance of rain 60%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Mondays, only the Weather Channel takes you this far. Inside a hurricane. Hurricane 360, premiering August 18th at 9 on the Weather Channel.
Fruit with a cool finish. Fruit on one side, cool on the other. Icebreakers Duo, a fruity cool way to break the ice.
Man, these cheesy bread dogs are incredible.
Real good.
The cheese is baked right into the bun.
You know, in this case, it really is what's on the outside that counts.
Maybe that phrase, it's what's on the inside that counts, isn't true.
I mean, I've only been judging books by their covers.
Really?
I only read the cover.
Oh, you don't read what's inside?
No. I could read 2, 3 covers. Cover to cover. Cover and cover.
Count on the cheesy goodness of the new cheesy bread dogs. They're the perfect match for any of our 25 shakes. This is how you Sonic.
They keep us busy.
Duck fishing. You wanna go lowercase?
They keep us entertained. They keep us inspired. They keep us hopeful and happy. Keep them safe. The 8-passenger Chevrolet Traverse with the highest possible overall vehicle score for safety. Chevrolet. Find new roads.
All right, the Atlanta, Georgia skyline looking bright. Well, in terms of the lights, sun not up yet. There's a Ferris wheel off on the right. That was fun. Been there, done that. Have the Cliff Notes right around Centennial Olympic Park. And didn't get much rain yesterday. Actually, a lot of blue sky. I jumped in the pool for a bit, and guess what? It was pretty nice out there. I don't know how nice it's going to stay in the southeast. South of Atlanta, the stationary front hanging around. I think Atlanta, Birmingham, Nashville in pretty good shape through early week. But with this front in the vicinity along the coast, especially showers and thunder showers firing up. Dew points up too on the south side and around that front. Low and mid 70 dew points. To the north of it, mid 60 dew points. So less humidity and less moisture in the air. Enough here, though, to cause flash flood watches to be in effect in parts of South Carolina and all of eastern North Carolina. Watch means flooding possible in and around the watch area. But on our satellite picture, we see storms offshore of southeast Florida, and also with this area in red, the higher, colder cloud tops in North and South Carolina, we've got thunderstorms. And a lot of them are hugging the coast right along that stationary front. A lot of thunder and lightning. If you woke up this morning and you're like, I'm going to go for a jog on the beach, you are tuning in now and just untied the shoes and put them back under the bed. You ain't. Dangerous out there with all this thunder and lightning, even from the beaches of North Carolina around Wilmington. You've got some thunderstorms, fire in the sky, and inland some showers popping also. And if you got that Sunday to Sunday stay in the Outer Banks, coming out of the Outer Banks, crossing the bridge here, 264 and 64, 2-lane roads. And on my trip back a couple weeks ago, I even saw an alligator on the road. Had to be 6-7 footer. You got alligators, you got showers, and you may have a slow commute, especially if you didn't get up early enough to beat everybody else out. The early birds always get the worm, right? Off the southeast coast of Florida, a scattering of thunder showers. Going to talk a little more about this area of disturbed weather in the tropical update at 52 past the hour. And across the Keys, we do have some showers and thunder showers. But you win an award, Myrtle Beach. And usually when you think awards, you think, hey, that's a good thing, right? Nope, not here. Worst weather weekend. Even worse part of the beginning of the week. Showers, thunderstorms, Myrtle Beach, 78. As I said, if you were planning on that beach walk this morning, I don't think so, at least in most places along the Carolina beaches. 82 Monday, might see a little bit less in the way of shower, thunderstorm activity. But for the most part, we think improving weather in the southeastern U.S. in terms of coverage on storms, and temperatures actually getting warmer. So over the next few days, we should see some improvement as we head on through the upcoming work week. All right, well, loggerhead turtles are called the ambassadors of the sea. They can swim for thousands of miles over their lifetime in constant search for warm water. And already that are endangered because of overharvesting, as our Rick Adams shows us. This majestic sea creature is now facing a new threat, climate change.
We're heading to St. Catherine's Island off the coast of Georgia.
Turtles, we're coming for you.
Where scientists are working hard to protect sea turtles from a surprising threat, the sea itself. We were looking for loggerhead turtles, but we found ringtail lemurs. Oh, look, it's me with my typical animal magnetism.
Oh, I moved too fast.
Hey, this one even gave us the guy nod. The main problem for turtles here is that climate change and rising sea levels are literally eroding their future.
So this is an erosional portion of the shoreline. The best evidence of that is the boneyard of dead trees.
And to show you how fast it's eroding, here's Brian standing where the beach will be in 1 year, in 5 years, and then in 10 years' time. And that's where the scientists at the St. Catherine's Island Sea Turtle Conservation Program come in. They're tracking and moving the loggerhead turtle nests out of harm's way, with sea turtle numbers dropping globally by as much as 90% for species like the leatherback. It's vitally important for all turtles to have a human hand in their future.
And still ahead, we're going to break out the shorts, the t-shirts, and plenty of sunblock. The heat coming back from New Orleans to Atlanta and Charlotte. Plenty of this coming. Sunshine. Just how hot it's going to get in the next coming days. And we'll have more on anything coming in terms of storms.
What do astronauts eat?
Have lunch with one and find out. Only at Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex. Meet real astronauts, see Space Shuttle Atlantis, and experience firsthand the future of America's space exploration.
The wonder of summer is that I never know what kind of adventure awaits. The days are longer and the breeze feels a little sweeter. And thanks to Volvo, I'll pay nothing for repairs or maintenance for 5 years. Nothing. They even cover my first month's payment. So I'll be happy wherever the summer takes me. The Wonder of Summer event. The 2015 Volvo S60 sedan with complimentary first month's payment, starting at $319 a month.
Huh. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Everybody knows that.
Well, did you know that words really can hurt you?
What?
Jesse, don't go! Jesse, no!
I'm sorry, Daisy, but I'm a loner, and a loner's gotta be alone.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
Jesse?
We have pinpointed orchestra which we felt needed further work.
When you need new brakes, Pep Boys Precision Match is the best brake service to make stopping as smooth as humanly possible. Trust the boys to get you there.
What does a 37 million horsepower launch feel like?
Experience it for yourself. Only at Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex. Meet real astronauts, see Space Shuttle Atlantis, and experience firsthand the future of America's space exploration.
Right out of there! You weren't even on the deck! I'm the captain of this boat. And I feel like whatever orders I give have been ignored.
Did you know a 10-second test could help your business avoid hours of delay caused by slow internet from the phone company? That's enough time to record a memo.
Idea for sales giveaway.
Return a call. Sign a contract. Pick a tie. Take a break with Mr. Duck. Practice up for the business trip. Fly to Florida. Win an award. Close a deal. Hire an intern. And still have time to spare.
Go to ComcastBusiness.com/check-your-speed. If we can't offer faster speeds or save you money, we'll give you $150. Comcast Business. Built for business.
When everything's included, the kids get a vacation of their own. And so do we. But when we get together, it's the best time of all.
I can feel it again. Yeah.
Right now, you can get up to 65% off. Call your travel agent or 1-800-BEACHES.
Call 1-800-796-9073. Online at drstumpgrinder.com.
Mondays, only the Weather Channel takes you this far. Inside a Hurricane. Hurricane 360, premiering August 18th at 9 on the Weather Channel.
Currently in our area, 80 degrees with light rain. Today. Tonight, scattered thunderstorms, low 76. Chance of rain, 60%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
All right, look at all this smoke billowing now out of the Gulch Fire. On the border of Oregon and California. And we're keeping a close eye on the weather here, hoping the winds are going to remain calm. Hundreds of homes stand in the fire's path. 30 square miles charred. Lightning started this blaze on Thursday, so weather certainly having an impact there. And over the next 7 days, we do have at least some precipitation in the forecast in parts of the Northwest. Not today, California-Oregon border, but we do have rain in Southern California. San Diego had some showers. Los Angeles, overnight showers. And the monsoon moisture continues in the southwest and also in the east. Some batches of rain here in the northeast and southeast, and another disturbance swings through the Midwest and brings a little bit of wet weather. Tomorrow, back to work with less rain in the east, 80 in Boston, 84 in New York City, and even less rain and more heat across the south. You know, it's green, but it's not like it's wet all day. It's probably more dry than wet. And some showers, thunder showers out across Minnesota and Iowa. More showers, more thunder showers in the Four Corners and in Southern Oregon and in Northern California. So maybe the rain gear may want to bring it, hopefully to help with that Gulch Fire. And then it's kind of the northern tier, or the northern half of the country that picks up at least the chances for showers and thunder showers as we get into Tuesday. Slightly below normal temperatures. Chicago should be about 83 this time of year. And to the south, though, we're above normal or getting close to it again. By Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday, warming up in Atlanta, back into the low 90s. And with the showers, thunder showers to the north, temperatures down. Hockey sticks in Boston, 77 degrees, New York City, 82. Thursday, 92, storms in the afternoon, Atlanta, Charlotte, and out toward Raleigh, Durham. So now the southeast getting a little more busy than everybody else as the storms become more isolated out across parts of the deserts of the southwest. Friday, most of the activity in the southeast. And as we get into next weekend, most of the activity out across the southeast. Now, the movie Into the Storm hitting theaters this Friday, telling the story through the eyes and lenses of professional storm trackers. As the town gets ravaged by intense tornadoes, our very own Mike Bettis talked to an actor this week on AMHQ.
The movie Into the Storm hits theaters 1 week from today, and it's told through the eyes and lenses of professional storm trackers as a town gets ravaged by a series of intense tornadoes.
What the hell is that? Guys do for a living?
They chase. I study.
Hey guys, it's splitting.
There's another one. There's 3, 4. They're everywhere.
I study storms all my life. This one is bigger than any storm that has ever been.
Twister on steroids, huh? Well, actor Richard Armitage plays Gary Morris in the movie. He joins us live from London this morning. Gary, good morning to you. This is an action-packed adventure movie. There's a real level of realism with it, if you will.
Yeah, it was one of the things that was really exciting about putting the film together is that, you know, it wasn't really based on anything real, but everything in the film is possible. And a lot of the research involved going through YouTube and looking at real events that people had captured on their iPhones and, you know, giving the audience a feeling that they were bang in the middle of the storm was one of the intentions of the film.
Hey, Richard, the special effects on this just look outstanding. Like you're going to be truly right in the storm with the characters in the movie.
Yeah, I mean, 50% of the effects that you see on screen are actually very practical effects. Everything that's in the close vicinity of the actors was real. So, you know, we ripped the roof off a building, we threw trees through windows, and we dropped an 18-wheeler truck from a crane, you know, 2 feet in front of my character. And so that's all real, and everything else is CGI, the stuff in the distance. So the mixture of those two things gives it a really kind of immediate feel to it, I think.
We heard that there were actually weather issues while you made this film. What were they?
To be honest, I don't remember any specific weather issues, but I had wind and rain blown in my face every single day. So to me, I spent most of the shoot soaking wet, cold, shivering, and a little bit miserable.
Well, it's going to be a thrill ride for moviegoers, that is for sure. Richard Armitage playing Gary Morris in the movie opens up 1 week from today. Appreciate you being with us, and congratulations on the new film. Again, Into the Storm hits theaters on the 8th.
And as Mike said, this Friday, August 8th, Into the Storm premiering. And coming up tomorrow morning on AMHQ with Sam Champion, what more of the film's actors are saying ahead of the big screen release. All right, well, coming up next, Tropical Storm Bertha continuing to churn through the Caribbean right now. It may make a turn on off to the north, but where is it heading after that? We're going to show you the track of Bertha and its intensity forecast coming up after Local on the 8th. Stay tuned.
Sometimes the best used car on the road is the one you're still using. Firestone Complete Auto Care. Whatever you drive, drive a Firestone.
This is Mark at work. For those who want to enjoy their days, not just get through them. New One-A-Day VitaCraves with energy support. The only complete gummy multivitamin that supports energy and mental alertness. New from One-A-Day.
Untamed fruit flavor. Jolly Rancher. From restoring damage in just one room to an entire building, turn to the cleanup team that's here in your community and here to help at 1-800-SERVE-PRO, like it never even happened.
You drop 40 grand on a new set of wheels, then wham, a minivan T-bones you. Guess what? Your insurance company will only give you $37,000 to replace it. Depreciation, they claim. How can my car depreciate before its first oil change, you ask? Maybe the better question is, why do you have that insurance company?
With Liberty Mutual New Car Replacement, we'll replace the full value of your car. See car insurance in a whole new light. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
Hey, Super Mama. You gotta check out this Walmart back-to-school event. Okay. A Toshiba Touch laptop, just $349. Sounds good. Super comfy boy socks, only $497. Oh, I definitely need socks. Sharpie permanent markers, only $397. That sounds good. Wow, a 10-inch tablet with a built-in keyboard.
That sounds good.
Get to Walmart's back-to-school savings event August 1st through 10th and save even more on Cyber Monday, August 4th. Save money, live better. Walmart.
To remove this spaghetti stain, let's compare an entire tub of OxyClean to just a half a cup of Clorox bleach. Okay. How is that called clean? Clorox. Eliminates stains better than OxyClean.
Let's go Emerald Coasting. Visit Destin, Fort Walton Beach, Okaloosa Island, the heart of Florida's Emerald Coast.
This summer, save your Monday nights. The Coast Guard is back.
Look off to your starboard side.
And you can only find them on the Weather Channel. Woo! This Monday.
Oh, God. Is that a sailboat high and dry over there?
Oh, yeah.
The all-new season continues. Coast Guard, Cape Disappointment. Monday night at 9. Only on the Weather Channel.
Currently in our area, 80 degrees with light rain. today, scattered thunderstorms. High 88. Chance of rain 60%. Tonight, scattered thunderstorms. Low 76. Chance of rain 60%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Weather Geeks, Sundays at noon on the Weather Channel.
This morning on Weather Center Live, Tropical Storm Bertha on the prowl as it gets ready to slam in through parts of the Caribbean. We're tracking Bertha's path as it aims for the Bahamas. We'll see if we're going to get any rain here at home. And a soggy cap to your weekend. Probably see plenty of this in spots. Umbrellas up near Washington, D.C., New York City, Philadelphia, where those storms are headed next. Plus, just how cool it's getting as you begin your work week. Weather Center Live starts right now. Good morning. Welcome to Weather Center Live. I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic, and stormy for some here on this Sunday in the north and the southeast. Tropical Storm Bertha bearing down on the Bahamas. Whole lot going on. In front with our weather stories, we'll recap what's going on for you. We'll track Bertha, get into the northeast rain and a little bit of the southeastern storms. This is what it looks like in pictures. Bertha turning away. Going to get more detail on that in just a couple of seconds. When it turns, how strong it actually becomes, and talk a little more about where it's raining now and where it might rain today in the northeast and the mid-Atlantic. Map looks a little intimidating. I promise the news isn't that bad. Same thing in the south. Areas of storms, especially along the coast. Myrtle Beach, Jacksonville, best chance. Atlanta looks like you may actually squeak out a dry day today. So good news in parts of the southeast. Doesn't look like a washout. And it looks like we're going to be in pretty good shape for the most part. All right, let's go first to what impacts we had from Bertha. Right now, those impacts in Puerto Rico just about done. Live picture here from San Juan. Well, I'm getting on a plane after this. I'm on my way. Here's a look at where Bertha went. Dumped up to 5 inches of rain in some spots. And now moving away from Puerto Rico and even the Dominican Republic, but not before causing at least some gusty winds and some squally weather. There's some of those squalls now in St. John, the U.S. Virgin Islands. Bertha slamming into the Virgin Islands and sending people scurrying, but not before dumping the heavy rainfall. This video from St. John's, there they dealt with some 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Hey, that's almost a hurricane force. Right now, we're looking at a minimal tropical storm, however. So the news is good. We're just above the minimum at 45 miles per hour, 1,012 millibars. Moving on off to the northwest at 21 miles an hour. And it continues on that northwesterly track and then heads off to the north and eventually the northeast and away from the U.S. mainland. But remember what I said about intensity? 75 mile per hour. Category 1 hurricane by Wednesday evening. At least it's possible. And right now disorganized as thunderstorms in red painted here in the infrared satellite picture, not real organized and around the center of low pressure, which is somewhere under this mess. And really that's what Bertha is right now, a mess. But at 52 past the hour, we got another cluster of thunderstorms up there to the north. We're going to talk a little more about not only Bertha, but that cluster of thunderstorms. And may they merge? Well, we'll let you know in just a bit. But right now, most of the rain out over open water. Dominican Republic seeing the last of your showers. But still tropical storm warnings, meaning imminent or occurring tropical storm conditions. They should be waning here in the eastern Dominican Republic and the Turks and the Caicos. But the tropical storm watch in the Bahamas means tropical storm conditions on the way. Forecast guidance has been good with this storm. Continue to show consensus here, or just about everybody saying the same thing here in the models, staying away from the U.S. mainland. All right, let's get to the mainland now and the highest populated city in the country, New York City. Look at that little low cloud hanging just above the Empire State Building there. And it looks like it's going to be kind of an ugly morning. I mean, Sunday services, if you are heading out, some rain showers on the move. And looks a little damp there as we look down to the streets. And there is some rain in the forecast here as we go through the next couple of days. So storms will roll today and through the early part of the week. You know, the maps sometimes look intimidating, so we're here to sort it out for you. And even this forecast for the Pocono Raceway for the GoBowling.com 400 does look intimidating. The official forecast for the day is thunderstorms in 74 through the afternoon with temperatures in the 70s, thunderstorms, let's just say around. Hopefully not hours and hours of rain. I don't think that's going to happen. So hopefully they get the race in, maybe some delays, but might be enough dry time to hopefully race at the Pocono Raceway. Moisture from the south, water vapor showing that upper level disturbance through the Ohio Valley. That could bring in some more showers and thunderstorms. That instability could help enhance some of this rain as we go through today. Some rain in Pennsylvania and New York State and Jersey. That's where you are seeing the heaviest of the rain showers. So let's go there first. Offshore for the most part, but on the Garden State here, the Garden State Parkway, looking at the showers running up near Atlantic City and Toms River. Moderate at times, maybe a little faster on the wipers, right? High-speed wipers, low-speed travel. New York City's starting to get some rain even onto the island in the southern Hudson Valley, the lower Hudson Valley of New York State. Ulster County, mild stomping grounds into Dutchess County. A few rain showers around this morning and a lot of humidity and plenty of clouds. South of New York City now starting to see the rain encroach coming through North Jersey. So slow roll if you are moving out and about, getting ready for Sunday service. And in western Pennsylvania and western parts of New York State around Buffalo, some rain showers. Williamsport, even some steadier showers and some moderate to heavy rainfall at times. Further south, most of the showers now out of eastern parts of the state of Virginia, Commonwealth actually. Showers, storms scattered around today. Once again, an intimidating looking map. It does not rain all day in all these places, and even less rain as we get on through Monday back to work, but the coverage may actually go up again as we look ahead toward Tuesday. New York City, though, I think for the most part, your best chance of rain is probably today and might go down a little bit during the week. Well, we do have a ton of rain in the forecast this week for parts of the Northeast and the Southeast. And when we give a thunderstorm forecast, it's pretty straightforward. But what about the chance of rain? The most common question that we do get. What does scattered versus isolated storms really mean? Our meteorologist Jen Carfagno's here to sort it all out.
But notice when you have those rain showers that pop up.
As meteorologists, we love our weather terminology. Now, this rain on the move.
So there's a look at the water vapor imagery.
This is right along that trough.
Here's what we mean when we say there's a 50% chance of rain on a certain day. 50% chance we could have showers. 50% chance it's all sunny skies. But what about when we get more technical? Scattered versus isolated thunderstorms. Do you know the difference?
Scattered, I figure, would be a little bit more spread out, obviously, and not as dense, maybe.
If you hear isolated or scattered thunderstorms from the forecast, what do you think?
I don't know.
Maybe.
Even our meteorologists can't always agree. Everyone has a different idea. What do you think?
I'd say fairly numerous and not so much.
I tell them that scattered means a little bit more than isolated.
If it's a 70% chance of rain, is that you have a 70% chance of rain at a specific location, or is it 70% coverage of rain over an area?
Right. Are we using this traditional term for probability of precipitation, which is 1/100th of an inch of rain at any specific point? Because if that's the case, it's a very broad definition of how much rain you're going to get. But if you're doing coverage, sure, then you could say, okay,
it's so
how much
convoluted,
area.
It really is.
So let's get right to our Global Forecast Center for the official word.
Just a little more widespread if you're looking at scattered coverage of thunderstorms, and very few and far between. Chances are you're not going to see anything if it's just isolated in the forecast.
So maybe the inflection in my voice makes a difference. But hit or miss means most of us will miss it, some of us will hit it. Whether that's isolated or scattered, you make the call.
So does that clear the air?
Nope. Try to do that on radio without pictures. All right, just ahead, it's that time of year in the desert Southwest. Monsoon storms could bring some rain. Phoenix, even Los Angeles, we could see some storms pop up, and there has been rain. And we could get a little rain in the Napa Valley. We'll see how that's affecting the wine crop.
Currently in our area, 80 degrees under cloudy skies. Today, scattered thunderstorms. High 88. Chance of rain 60%. Tonight, scattered thunderstorms. Low 76. Chance of rain 60%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
From residential to commercial, from large loss to emergency response. Whenever damage strikes, call on the cleanup team that's faster to any size disaster at 1-800-SERVPRO, like it never even happened.
Let's tackle all this with a splash of style. Let's go where they know what matters. Let's do modest budget, major makeover. Let's do we've got this, and a whole lot of look what we did. Then let's sit back and enjoy the view. Let's do this. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. For a limited time, shop our newest vanities starting at just $189.
Of milk, all the deliciousness of Hershey's syrup. Squeeze, stir, share.
Our oath isn't an empty gesture. It's the heart and soul of Terminix Nation. The Terminix Ultimate Protection Guarantee. 100% satisfaction or your money back. Not here, not now, not in my house. Terminix.
Duralast is tough. It can take the cold and the heat. Trust me, this battery can beat up your battery. Duralast, proven tough. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
Fact. Every time you take Advil liquid gels, you're taking the pain reliever that works faster on tough pain than extra strength Tylenol. And not only faster, stronger too. Relief doesn't get any better than this. Advil. Fact. Every time you take Advil, you're taking the medicine doctors recommend most for joint pain. More than the medicine in Aleve or Tylenol. The medicine in Advil is the #1 doctor recommendation for joint pain. Relief doesn't get any better than this. Advil.
This time of year, you just need some fertilizer with weed control and a spreader to distribute it evenly. It's not rocket horticulture.
Oh, thank you. It's not rocket grilling either, right, guys?
Getting help at Ace is like going to your neighbor.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Discover Card.
Hey, I heard you guys can help me with fraud protection.
Sure, we help with fraud protection. If there are unauthorized purchases on your Discover Card, you're never held responsible.
You are saying frog protection.
Fraud.
Frog.
Fraud.
I think we're on the same page.
At Discover, we treat you like you'd treat you. Fraud protection. Get it at discover.com.
In the nation, the safest feature in your car is you. Add Vanishing Deductible from Nationwide Insurance and get $100 off for every year of safe driving. Which for you shouldn't be a problem. Just another way we put members first, because we don't have shareholders. Join the nation.
Nationwide is on your side.
Let's go emerald coasting. Visit Destin, Fort Walton Beach, Okaloosa Island, the heart of Florida's Emerald Coast.
They keep us busy.
Duck fishing.
They keep us entertained. They keep us inspired. They keep us hopeful and happy. Keep them safe. The 8-passenger Chevrolet Traverse with the highest possible overall vehicle score for safety. Chevrolet, find new roads.
Good morning, or in some cases, good night, Los Angeles. Live tower cam here now, showing maybe some damp streets. Radar coming up in a second. There is at least some rain in Southern California. And let's show you what we do need, and that is rainfall. The drought monitor showing that really we've got a big problem here in the West. 22% of the West under extreme drought, but it's California where we've got the exceptional drought, the highest level in the drought monitor, the worst drought you can have, or worst level, 36% last week. Look at the jump to 58% of the state under exceptional drought. Amazing. Big problems out here with the water shortage. But some news today could bring rain to Southern California. Some good news there and out across the Four Corners. Even into Monday, more scattered shower storms around, and they could actually linger in spots even on into Tuesday here. But Southern California is certainly not going to get enough. However, if you want it, we've got it. And if you were wondering, if you were dreaming that it was raining at LAX, it was. It's a little batch of rain now going over the eastern Pacific, and just scattered showers around. No, it's not enough. No, it's not going to rain all day. But there is more moisture coming in into the Inland Empire. Some showers, even some thunder further toward the north. Those showers extend back into Arizona, where we're seeing a little bit of rain coming through Flagstaff and points north. Down near Phoenix, you're mainly dry this morning. However, more showers, more thunder showers. That's why flood watches are in effect. And some of those heavier thunderstorms, even though there might be one on the entire radar, could quickly produce flash flooding, heavy rainfall. Southern New Mexico, parts of southern Cal, Nevada, even on into Arizona and the state of Utah here. Sorry, I was having a little trouble there with my geography, but watches meaning flooding is possible. Now in the Midwest, no flooding, but rain thunderstorms tomorrow in the forecast as we go back to work. And it looks like this boundary is going to hang around for a day or two from Des Moines off toward Chicago and Detroit. So on and off showers, thunder showers around. May sag south of Detroit and Chicago by Wednesday. St. Louis, Indianapolis, at least have the rain gear ready. You may see some showers and thunderstorms around. And really, though, in the Midwest, the only area of concentrated rain is a pretty good cluster of rain and thunderstorms going through St. Joseph's in Missouri, heading toward Kansas City. So if your Sunday service this morning takes you out in the next couple of hours, get ready. It's going to be slow. You might need a couple of extra minutes to actually make it on into your place of service because of that heavy rain coming on down. So we'll certainly keep an eye on that. Well, stargazers, you are in for a real treat tonight. A rare conjunction of planets will provide an amazing sight in the night sky. Kelly Beatty with Sky and Telescope magazine has a preview.
You know, if you're a beginning sky gazer, it's kind of hard to tell where the stars are and where the planets are. Here's a slam dunk way to find two bright planets in the evening sky. Next Sunday, August 3rd, the first quarter moon will be sandwiched between Saturn on the left and Mars on its right. The whole arrangement will take up about the width of your fist stretched out at arm's length. Now, Saturn and Mars look about equally bright, but that's deceiving. Mars is 110 million miles away from us right now, and Saturn is almost 1 billion miles away. It looks about as bright as Mars because it's so much bigger a planet. Check it out, and I hope you have clear skies.
All right, and here's the forecast for Sunday night. Amazing night skies in places. I think the best viewing, Dallas and the state of Texas, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, and kind of in that area there right in the center of the screen, and also in the northwest. And dry and warm in the northwest, and clear sky tonight in Seattle in 59 degrees. Elsewhere, going to be a little bit tough. Well, still ahead, Tropical Storm Bertha cutting across the Caribbean with the Bahamas now in its sights. But not before slamming the Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico, where it's going to head next, plus a new super typhoon churning in the Pacific. Wait till you see the satellite picture. Impressive. Here's some shots from Puerto Rico this morning. Check this out. Starting to improve now. A lot of clouds, lingering showers, but Puerto Rico had limited impacts except for heavy rain. Stay tuned.
Here's to the man who truly is the best of us.
Who really has the key to the city? With best-in-class payload and best-in-class cargo capacity and an unsurpassed powertrain warranty, you run the town. The all-new Ram ProMaster. Guts, glory, Ram.
She's still the one for you. And Cialis for daily use helps you be ready anytime the moment is right. Cialis is also the only daily ED tablet approved to treat symptoms of BPH, like needing to go frequently. Tell your doctor about all your medical conditions and medicines, and ask if your heart is healthy enough for sex. Do not take Cialis if you take nitrates for chest pain, as it may cause an unsafe drop in blood pressure. Do not drink alcohol in excess. Side effects may include headache, upset stomach, delayed backache, or muscle ache. To avoid long-term injury, get medical help right away for an erection lasting more than 4 hours. If you have Have any sudden decrease or loss in hearing or vision, or any allergic reactions like rash, hives, swelling of the lips, tongue, or throat, or difficulty breathing or swallowing, stop taking Cialis and get medical help right away. Ask your doctor about Cialis for daily use and a free 30-tablet trial.
I'm Creek Stewart, Weather Channel survival expert. Every Sunday night, we're taking 3 regular guys deep into the woods.
Are you serious?
Where we'll teach them not just to survive,
make fire,
but how to truly live.
Look at this caveman.
Show yourself what you're made of on Weather Channel Survival Sundays. At 9, it's So You Think You'd Survive. Then at 10, Fat Guys in the Woods. Premiering Sunday at 10 on the Weather Channel.
Are you ready?
Off the couch, into the weather.
Currently in our area, 80 degrees under cloudy skies. Today, variable clouds with scattered thunderstorms. High 87. Chance of rain 60%. Tonight, variable clouds with scattered thunderstorms. Low 76. Chance of rain 60%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
What do astronauts eat?
Have lunch with one and find out. Only at Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex. Meet real astronauts, see Space Shuttle Atlantis, and experience firsthand the future of America's space exploration.
So, you say men are superior drivers?
Yeah.
Then how'd I get this?
Safe driving bonus check. Every 6 months without an accident, Allstate sends a check. Okay. Silence. Are you in good hands?
If you're taking multiple medications, does your mouth often feel dry? A dry mouth can be a side effect of many medications, but it can also lead to tooth decay and bad breath. That's why there's Biotene. Available as an oral rinse, toothpaste, spray, or gel, Biotene can provide soothing relief, and it helps keep your mouth healthy, too. Remember, while your medication is doing you good, a dry mouth isn't. Biotene, for people who suffer from dry mouth.
Man, these cheesy bread dogs are incredible.
Real good.
The cheese is baked right into the bun.
You know, in this case, it really is what's on the outside that counts.
Maybe that phrase, it's what's on the inside that counts, isn't true.
I mean, I've only been judging books by their covers.
Really?
I only read the cover.
Oh, you don't read what's inside?
No. I could read 2, 3 covers. Cover to cover. Cover and cover.
Count on the cheesy goodness of the new Cheesy Bread Dogs. They're the perfect match for any of our 25 shakes. This is how you Sonic.
What does a 37 million horsepower launch feel like?
Experience it for yourself. Only at Kennedy Space.
Every child follows a path in life. For many, that path will lead them to a door that gives them a place to grow, to learn, to belong, a place to forge their future. Because while many doors open, these doors transform. They did for us. Support your local Boys and Girls Clubs. Great futures start here.
All across America, people are making the move to improve their TV and internet service by dropping satellite and switching to Xfinity.
The reason we left satellite was because they couldn't offer a really good internet package. The Xfinity internet service has been outstanding. It's been really fast, it's been very reliable, and Comcast customer service has improved a lot over the last few years.
I love Xfinity On Demand because there's a lot more options for my kids to watch. I'm Michelle.
And I'm Martin, and we weren't happy with satellite, so we switched to Xfinity.
Xfinity, the future of awesome.
1905 to get a free brochure. 1-800-382-1905.
Mondays, only the Weather Channel takes you this far. Inside a hurricane. Hurricane 360, premiering August 18th at 9 on the Weather Channel.
Live shot now, San Juan, Puerto Rico. Looks nice and will continue to look better now as Tropical Storm Bertha moving away. Did have some rain and some heavy rain in spots and some squally weather. Some of the winds gusted 40 miles per hour, but everything's calm there. No palm trees swaying in the breeze. Water looks calm, looks good actually. And there's the beach over there too. Somebody walking on the beach, so certainly improved conditions in San Juan. Now, Bertha, tropical storm continuing to be just above minimal tropical storm strength. And as it rolls on off toward the northwest at a pretty good clip, 21 miles per hour, we'll continue to see this storm pull away from Dominican Republic and just about out of reach of San Juan and Puerto Rico right now. But the winds are at 45. Look at the forecast, though, the intensity forecast. Although it will steer away from the U.S. mainland, best forecast, best guess right now, it does become a minimal hurricane by Wednesday morning, 75-mile-per-hour storm. So it does have the chance to strengthen a bit. And certainly right now it's been kind of a weakling, but the winds have been at 45. The pressure from the last advisory at 2 a.m. actually up a few millibars to 1,012 millibars, moving northwest at 21 miles per hour. If you're plotting latitude 20.9 north, longitude 71.1 west, 40 miles south of Grand Turk Island. And there are some tropical storm warnings left. Eastern Dominican Republic, the Turks and Caicos, and the tropical storm watches for parts of the Bahamas. The warning means occurring or imminent tropical storm conditions, winds gusting over 40 and squally weather expected, and the heavy rain possible in the Turks and Caicos. And then the watch means that kind of like it's on the way. Within 24 hours, we could expect in parts of the Bahamas tropical storm conditions. And here is Bertha right now, and really it's been a mess. Thunderstorms, the higher colder cloud tops in red on the infrared satellite picture, having a tough time getting themselves wrapped around the center of low pressure, which is even hard to define. The radar showing really not too much, although the radar's got a tough time picking up the rain out over the water. Even in the Dominican and Puerto Rico, you're just about out of the rain, but it's all going to move on off toward the Turks and Caicos and into parts of the Bahamas and bring some decent rain. And then a second area of interest here that we're watching, cluster of thunderstorms out off the southeast coast of Florida. 10% chance of development. Some guidance suggesting that maybe Bertha over here absorbs this area of thunderstorms before it all moves on out over the open waters of the Atlantic. So we'll keep an eye on that. The Gulf looks good. The rest of the Caribbean down toward Jamaica looks good. And just some waves coming off the coast of Africa, which we'll keep an eye on over the next few days. So there's the Atlantic systems. Very busy here in the tropical Pacific, especially the East Pac, with Hurricane Azelle continuing to churn with 110-mile-per-hour winds. And this looks a little different than yesterday. Forecast track now taking Azelle as a tropical storm, though, toward the islands. Hawaii, Honolulu, right in its sights. And if this track holds true, center of the storm down the center of that cone could bring it on to the Big Island as we get toward the latter part of the week. So we're going to keep updating you on this, which right now actually has a pretty good satellite presentation. This is Azelle. Continuing to see thunderstorms, these areas of deep convection wrap around the center of low pressure and the center of the storm, and even a little bit of an eye wall trying to form there. So we are going to keep an eye on that. Intensifies first, then weakens as it heads toward the Hawaiian Islands. Also in the East Pac, Genevieve, tropical depression, which kind of went, and then it came back, and then it went, and then it came back a couple of times. And now it's back, 1,007 millibars, moving on off toward the west and out over open water in the Pacific over the next few days, and continuing to hold tropical storm strength. So we'll keep an eye on that. Now, this is Super Typhoon Halong in the Western Pacific. Very impressive. You can see a very well-defined center here. There's the eye wall. There's thunderstorms and very deep convection around the center of the eye wall. And where's it going? Well, here's the big picture. Philippines to the south, Okinawa and Japan off toward the north, and a forecast track as possibly a pretty strong typhoon heading on off toward the west at first, and then off toward the north, northwest, and eventually north. But the good news is that super typhoon strength now, equivalent to a Category 5 hurricane, weakening, but still heading toward the island of Japan as maybe a Category 2 strength storm as we head through the next couple of days. So we'll keep an eye on that in the West Pac. Keep an eye on Bertha. Have updates all through the morning. Give to you changing conditions as they apply as Weather Center Live continues here at 7 a.m. Jen Carfagno, Alex Wallace in studio this morning with continuing coverage after Local on the 8th. So that's going to be coming up with more also on the storms in the east. Stay tuned.
Currently in our area, 80 degrees under cloudy skies. Today, variable clouds with scattered thunderstorms. High 87. Chance of rain 60%. Tonight, variable clouds with scattered thunderstorms. Low 76. Chance of rain 60%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
It is Sunday, August 3rd, and this morning, Tropical Storm Bertha continues to barrel through the Atlantic. Right now, a tropical storm warning is in effect for the Dominican Republic. Next in Bertha's path, the Bahamas. Will the east coast of the U.S. feel impacts? Our hurricane specialist joins us with the latest.
And be ready to switch from plan A to plan B in the Northeast today. Rain and storms, well, it could force your outdoor plans indoors. When will it let up? We've got everything you need to plan your week.
And heading to the shore today, your beach umbrella may end up shielding you from rain, not the sun's rays. See where and when the storms will start popping right here, right now on Weather Center Live.
And a good morning to you. Welcome into Weather Center Live. It is Sunday, August 3rd. I'm Alex Wallace.
And I'm Jen Carfagno. We got some storms out there today, and the big story, though, is Tropical Storm Bertha.
That's right. We've got hurricane specialist Dr. Greg Postel tracking it all and joining us live with the latest.
All right, Greg. So we're watching Bertha. It's been a quick mover. It's still small in size. What do you expect out of it in the next 2 days?
Not a whole lot different than what we've got now. You know, it's actually a little bit weaker than it was this time yesterday. Winds are estimated to be at 45 miles per hour. Here's the latest advisory from the National Hurricane Center as of 5 a.m. We'll get an update at 8 o'clock Eastern time. 45 on the wind, moving northwest to 21. That's probably been the most sort of notable aspect of this particular system, is that it's continuing to chug its way along toward the northwest. And there it is. And you know what? If you look at the satellite pictures, honestly, it really doesn't look very healthy, because what we've got is an elongated strip of thunderstorm activity. And underneath that, we don't see a well-defined circulation. There's indirect evidence of that, and a complete rotary circulation. Some of the aircraft recently have been in there, and there's not a clear-cut situation, but some of the modeling would suggest that when it's trying to fill in the gaps, that there actually is indeed a vortex right in here. But notice where it is. It's there, and all the big thunderstorms are here. So the environment that it's in is not very favorable for strengthening, because we have some strong winds aloft that are bringing some dry air in and pushing those thunderstorms off to the right. So that's what it looks like now. Not a very healthy system, and it's generally, as I said, heading off toward the northwest, and it's going to meet up with another area of disturbed weather off the southeast coast. That's an easterly wave, and then there's a frontal zone. It's just a giant mess, really. I mean, if you look at it, you're going to see the merge, the blend of a couple of systems over the next couple of days. None of them in isolation are going to be very strong. And you can see, we can model out where Bertha goes toward the northwest. By, say, midnight tonight, it'll be about 400 miles to the east of Florida. That's it right there. That's Bertha. And I plotted here upper level winds. I plotted the jet stream on here to show you where it is. Say Monday afternoon, tomorrow afternoon, the jet stream will be here, and Bertha will be somewhat removed from those fast winds aloft. So there may be an opportunity for it to strengthen, but however, notice that as we head through Tuesday morning, it's going to get carried by that jet stream flow and then head rapidly on out to sea, and really, I don't think, bother anyone. Guys, back to you.
All right, thanks so much, Dr. Postel. And while we work our way up into the northeast, in and around Philadelphia right now, gray skies. We've got some showers out there for us as well. We've got that threat for more stormy weather today. So keep that in mind if you have the plans out there. Have that rain gear handy. You may need it. Not just Philly, across the rest of the northeast. And this is something we'll deal with through the early part of the week. Here's the radar right now, and there's Philly. Right now, light rain, 67 degrees. We've got a bit of a wind out of the northeast at 8 miles an hour. Zoom out the picture a bit more. Some heavier and steadier stuff, generally offshore right now, just south of Atlantic City. We move all the way into the interior, and you can see some spotty showers, some clusters here across the state of Pennsylvania, here in and around Punxsutawney, heading over towards Williamsport as well. A few brief heavy downpours you may encounter here this early morning. So here we are today, the setup. Stalled boundaries still in place here along the coast. That'll focus more showers and storms there. Heading into the early week, here comes the next system moving on in, and guess what that's going to mean? Well, more chances for rain as we head into the early part of our week. So today, scattered activity out there for you. Anywhere in the green, we have the potential to deal with showers and storms. Not all of us will see it. As we head into tomorrow, coverage of the storms actually decreases a bit, mainly now confined to New England. And then by Tuesday, as that next system moves through, scattered storms back across Buffalo, Syracuse, sliding your way up into Burlington as well. So unsettled times expected. Philadelphia, here's how your day will play out. We've got those showers this morning, maybe a rumble or two of thunder, but we'll see things dry out with some clouds as we progress on in towards the afternoon. But then we have that risk for some more showers and storms to try to develop later on in the day. So if you're heading to check out Reggae in the Park there at the Man, well, hopefully you've got the seats under the cover and not on the lawn, because again, there is that risk for having to deal with some showers and storms. Pittsburgh for you throughout the day. We've got chances for storms just about at each and every point. All right, not just the Northeast, Jen, but also the South dealing with the risk for storms.
Yes, New Orleans, including you. So we had a couple of nice days this week without rain chances, but now as people looks like maybe heading home after a fun night, we have to watch out for some rain coming in again. Doesn't look like anyone has any umbrellas right here, and don't worry, you don't need it just yet, but we've got some showers out there coming into New Orleans. We'll show you where as we take a look at our forecast here across the Southeast. So more storms again in some of the typical areas that we've been watching, New Orleans including you. Right now we've got temperatures in the upper 70s. It's humid. Dew points are in the 70s too. Makes it feel like 81 degrees. There's no wind. It's very sticky. It's very classic early August here in New Orleans. Here's where the showers are right now in southern Louisiana. You can see a few more spotty up there into northern central Mississippi. This is where all the rain though is. Right here off the coast where it's been for the last 2 days. From Savannah to Charleston, you're watching the skies closely. In Charleston, we have the rain coming down and it's pouring again this morning. So flood watches are posted through this evening right across South Carolina into eastern North Carolina. Heavy rain has fallen there now for days, it feels like. And the pattern, with it not changing, we're going to keep that chance. This old front sticks around and it doesn't go anywhere. And so that is going to be the main focus for showers and storms. Now, I'll tell you that, yesterday it didn't rain much inland from there. The front really is going to grab all the moisture and be the main event, but there will be some pop-up showers and storms through the rest of the Southeast over the next 2 days right here. Alex.
All right, well, storms firing up across the country again today, and it could slow down travel at some of the country's busiest airports and on major highways. We'll check travel conditions around the country and see what you can expect. And of course, it is Sunday, so we want to see your sunrise. It's a very simple thing to do. Snap the picture, email it to us. Email address is sundaysunrise@weather.com. But make sure you tell us who you are, give us your name and where the picture was taken, and we'll be showing them throughout the show this morning. But first, here's Al Roker.
Welcome to Forecast Challenge, the game of weather trivia. Joining us, drama student James Johnson. JJ.
Pleasure to meet you.
Can you say it more dramatically?
JJ.
Very nice. Well, you got a shot at a LL Bean prize if you get this right. According to the National Weather Service, hurricane season officially starts in what month? September, June, or February? You think about that. We'll have the answer right after your local on the 8s. Let's look dramatic.
I need a password for our new investment account.
We haven't used the dog's name lately.
But it needs 10 characters and a symbol.
Okay, add Katie's birthday and a $sign.
Ah.
Did you put the $sign before or after Katie's birthday?
I have to start over.
Meet Dashlane, the solution to your password problems. Securely manage your passwords, automatically log into any website, and generate strong passwords. Go to Dashlane.com and get it for free today.
Thought I told you to stay off our turf.
And what would you know about turf, Skipper?
Let's end this here and now. Let's dance.
Whoa there! Progressive covers boats and RVs, okay? Plenty of policies to go around.
Oh, I'm the bad guy.
You threw a fish at us, so...
Yeah.
Coverage for land and sea. Now that's Progressive.
Right out of there! You weren't even on the deck!
I'm the captain of this boat.
And I feel like whatever orders I give have been ignored. You're terminated. We will not be back next season.
Catch the season finale of Catching Hell tonight at 9, only on the Weather Channel.
Currently in our area, 80 degrees under cloudy skies. Today, variable clouds with scattered thunderstorms. High 87. Chance of rain 60%.